Hello there, I'm Markiled, and welcome to Old School RuneScape in all of its high poly glory. Now, RuneScape for me is one of those games that you never really quit. There were times when I would take a break from the game, which would sometimes last for several years at a time, but I always ended up coming back to it. And when I do come back, I end up spending a bunch of time on the game. And with the introduction of the Twisted League game mode for Old School, which just came out a few days ago at the time of this recording, I decided that I would try my hand at making some new RuneScape videos, which the last time I made a RuneScape video was like back in middle school, like over a decade ago, so it's been a hot minute. Even if you're unfamiliar with the game, with the new game mode, or even the game itself, I'll try my best to explain things along the way for those who want to follow the series. If you're confused by the split screen I have here, basically, RuneScape is a game where you can pretty much AFK for most of the time you're playing. If you don't know, AFK stands for away from keyboard, and pretty much just means that you can easily multitask while doing most things in-game. So this is usually what my setup will look like. I'll be AFKing something here on my main account for Old School on the main game while I do anything important or interesting or click intensive here on Killed for the Twisted League, and vice versa. If I'm doing something in the Twisted League that I can AFK, then I'll most likely be doing something more click intensive on Markiled here. But anyway, let's get into it so I can finish Tutorial Island and choose my relic and jump into the Twisted League. And it looks like we have Skippy over here where we can skip Tutorial Island altogether, so that's good. But first things first, I need to choose what my character is going to look like. We'll go ahead and hit accept. I already know how to play the game for the most part. So we'll go ahead and talk to Skippy and skip the tutorial and send me to the mainland now. Right on. I'll read you the official messages first, then send you on your way. Ahem. I'm now going to teleport you to Kourend Castle, where your journey in the Twisted League will begin. Once you arrive, the League's tutor will fill you in on how the Twisted League works. Good luck. Alright, prepare yourself. Oh, get that nice agility and herbler XP boost. You have unlocked a new music track, Kourend the Magnificent. Welcome to the Twisted League. Oh, look at this dapper fellow right here. Whoa. What was that sound? Alright, am I gonna do voices for this? I feel like I should do voices.
Hello. Welcome to the Twisted League. I see you are new here.
Yes, this is my first league. Can you explain how they work?
I'd be happy to. First of all, I'm your league's tutor. If you have any questions about how the leagues work, you can come to me for help. Now, leagues are time-limited modes that give you a new way to play the game. For this league, you are restricted to the Kourend and Kebos regions, and you play as an Iron Man. Let's take a look at all of the information available about this league. There's a new section in the Journal tab what's on League Worlds. Click on the flashing quest icon to take a look.
Alright.
Now that you have your journal open, click on the flashing Leagues icon. This is the Leagues menu. Here you can view your progress through the current league. You can also open the various Leagues interfaces from here. Your objective in this league is to complete tasks and earn league points. Tasks are split into 5 difficulty levels: easy, medium, hard, elite, and master. The harder the task, the more points awarded. Let's take a look at the tasks interface now. Click on the flashing button to open it.
Already did. Oh, the tasks specifically. Oh, got a frog princess random event. Oh yeah, excuse all of the XP waste that is going to be happening. I'm very much a casual player, so a lot of times I'm just going to be standing still, and it might trigger some of the more hardcore players, but that's okay.
This is the Leagues. This is the tasks interface. Here you can see all the tasks available to you in this league. When you are ready to continue, close the interface by clicking on the cross in the corner of it.
Look at all of these. Wow. Oh, I like how they have like the med helms of the different armor for the difficulty levels. That's cool.
The points you earn during the league can be used to unlock powerful twisted relics. They can also be spent on rewards in the league's reward shop on your main profile.
Okay.
Before you can spend points, you need to claim them via the tasks interface. Now, let's have a look at the twisted relics. Click on the flashing button to take a look at the relics interface. This is the relics interface. Here you can unlock new twisted relics that to be used during this league. When you are ready to continue, close the interface by clicking on the cross in the corner of it.
So basically, you can choose one of these 3, and you're locked in forever. You can't go back on your choice. So basically, the Abyssal Accumulator, it allows you to save like 85% of your ammunition, meaning arrows and runes, for range and magic. Endless Endurance is 100% run energy at all times. You never run out of run energy, so you never have to walk anywhere. Dark Altar Devotion. Oh, also Endless Endurance gives you boosted hit points. Recovery, so the rate that your hit points are restored, like the natural restoration of them, is quadrupled. Dark Altar Devotion, it automatically buries bones that you get from kills and gives you 4 times the XP. I'm gonna turn down these sounds a bit. And it also halves your prayer drain rate, so you can use your prayers for a longer time. And Ensouled Heads, which are also used for training prayer, will now drop 2 at a time if you get one of those as a drop from a monster. I've actually been watching some of the streamers play Twisted League for the past couple days. I've been checking out some of their streams, and most of them choose Endless Endurance, which is the one that I wanted to choose in the first place. It just seems really helpful for the path that I'm trying to take for this league, which is basically do a whole bunch of clue scrolls and level up my skills. I think my end goal is to get enough points to get the Twisted Horn for the Slayer Helm recolor, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna buy it on here and trade it over to my main account so that I can have another Slayer Helm recolor for my collection. So let's go ahead. Oh, it tells you what each of them do, so that's good. But I'll go ahead and select this. You can only unlock one relic from each selection. Can I go back on this decision? Yes, I am sure. Oh, that was the sound. People choosing their relic. You have unlocked the new relic, Endless Endurance. Awesome. Go ahead and close this.
There are a few changes to Kourend and Kebos which you may not be used to. You can view all of these changes on the information interface. Right, I think that's everything. If you need reminding of any of this information, you can either talk to me or read the information interface.
Cool. So basically we're never walking, we're running everywhere. I've been watching some of the streamers, and a lot of them went for Fastidious Favor first, which is one of the houses here in Kourend. And to start, we need to plow the fields. So we have to play Farming Simulator for a little bit. Where's the nearest bank? This will be interesting for me because I'm not too familiar with Zaya as a whole. I come here sometimes for like Slayer tasks, and here's a bank. Let's get some gold. And for clue scrolls and stuff. So right now, I want to find a general store. Because for the plowing, you need to have a hammer to repair the plow once it breaks. There's a general store right over there. So let's head over. Hopefully the plows won't be too crowded, but I'm sure they will be, so I'm not expecting too much. I was planning on waiting a bit longer before starting this game mode. As I already said, I'm very much a casual player, so I'm not trying to compete for any of the ranks or anything. I'm just playing to have fun and to get enough points to get whatever cosmetic rewards that I want to. One coin, perfect. Alright. The plows are down here. Looks like most of them are taken. Looks like all of them are taken. Oh, an empty one. Perfect. This is amazing. So, I have to push from this side. Oh yeah. Look at this amazing content. And since everyone in the Twisted League is an Iron Man, we can't trade with each other. So everyone is going to be doing their own thing. But I'm hoping once I get like higher levels, then I can go to raids with some friends. I've never actually done any raiding, so it'll be interesting trying to learn that. Oh, here we have to repair our plow. Get some nice crafting XP, and that is 5 times boosted. We need to push this plow for a good while until we get about 10 crafting and think, oh, another crafting level. Was it 5 or 15? Assiduous favor. Now guys, keep in mind that this isn't going to be a guide whatsoever. I don't think anybody really knows the meta for this game mode, which, or at least not yet, which is part of what makes it really fun, but also makes it a challenge, which is it's supposed to be. So most people are just doing their own thing, and there's actually no right way of doing things, so it doesn't really matter if you're not being the most efficient or whatever. As long as you're having fun, that's a big part of what this game mode is. You're basically just doing it for fun, because everything you do, besides like your final rank and your any pets or anything, everything else is going to be wiped out at the end of 2 months. So there's really no point in getting too attached to it and getting too worked up over how efficiently you do things. In this game mode, we actually have stackable clues, so that'll be really nice. That's part of why I wanted to play this, because the Treasure Seeker relic, it gives a flat 1 in 10 chance of dropping a clue scroll for NPCs that usually have them on their drop table, and it's a lot easier to get clues from skilling, and then any unstarted clues are stackable. So, oh, and also all of the clue steps will be the minimum. So if, let's say you were doing medium clues, which I think have 3 to 5 steps, each of your medium clues will only have 3 steps. So that'll be nice. Once I have everything set up to where I can efficiently do clues here on this game mode, then I may start streaming it, but that's gonna be much later down the line, and I don't really plan on no-lifing this game mode or anything, so I'm just gonna be taking it at my own pace. Alright, it looks like I got to the 15% favor, which also got me up to 15 crafting and 11 farming. So I think the next step is to do some thieving, perhaps. So we'll go ahead and head on over and look for some men or women to thieve, as they are the lowest level that we can pickpocket from. I doubt I'm going to be doing any combat in the near future. I'll go ahead and put that on hidden, or I'll put it on always right click just in case I have to attack something. Oh, that's the player attack option. That doesn't matter. You can't PvP in this game mode. Looks like I'm gonna have to right click anyway though. Look at all of these dead clicks. So inefficient. Level 5. Okay, so I can start stealing some cakes now. Oh. Stand where everyone else is so that we don't accidentally alert the guard dogs and die horrifically. Oh no. That person just died. It's tragic. I don't want to be the next victim. Oh no! Okay. That was scary. I'll try my best to deafen the sound of the mouse clicks, but honestly they're just always gonna be there, and this game is pretty much all just clicking, so. Alright, 25 thieving. That means I can now steal from the fruit stalls. So I'll go ahead and bank everything here. And if I remember correctly, the fruit stalls will be over here. Looks like that completed a task for the achievement diary, so that's nice. I'm basically going to be thieving here until 64 thieving, when I can thieve the stone chests. So it's been a while since I recorded the last clip. I think I left off thieving from the fruit stalls, and I've made quite a bit of progress since then. I got to 64 thieving from the different stalls and also from the master farmers, and I pickpocketed the guards too, and I got a little bit of cash. I was actually over by the respawn area, and I was pickpocketing the guards, and I got a few prayer levels by burying my bones. I didn't need to use food when I was doing that, so that was big brain. I have been living my life out as a humble farmer, tending to my crops. I got 45 farming. I still need to thieve some more seeds so that I can stop growing these really crappy plants. And I also got enough fire making for the winter toad, and I got 60 woodcutting for the woodcutting guild so that I can get a steel axe. So I'll go ahead and do that after this farm run. I pretty much just chopped oaks until 60 woodcutting. I was just AFKing it. I didn't really take it too seriously. for most of the time I was actually out of town. I went to a couple of Friendsgiving parties over the weekend and I was just playing on mobile, so before we do anything else, I think we should do the Client of Kourend quest. That way we can get a nice little favor boost. I think I'll use it for Piscarilius. I haven't seen this place since they updated it. It looks pretty cool. I like all the statues they have there. Now where is... There he is, Vios. So this is the first time I've talked to him, but it's assuming that I started the quest over in Trainer. Okay, voices again. Let's see if I can try to do a different old man voice. Hello again, Killed. What can I do for you? Have you got any quests for me? As a matter of fact, Killed, I do. I have a client from the mainland who's interested in learning a bit more about Kourend. They've asked me to gather some information on the 5 cities for them. I was just going to do it myself, but as you're quite new around here, this might be a good opportunity for you to get to know the kingdom a bit better. So, what do you say? Sounds interesting. How can I help? Hands us an enchanted scroll. Take this scroll. My client is interested in the hierarchy and the general social organization of Great Kourend, how it differs from the mainland per se. That scroll is special. When written on with a particular type of quill, my client will see what you're writing without anything being seen on the scroll itself. Wait. I'm not spying for someone, am I? Not exactly. My client simply wishes to keep their knowledge gathering on the down low. That seems fair. Who should I speak to in order to find out more about the cities? There's many a man and woman who could give you the information you need, but general store owners in each city will likely be your best bet. They should know enough about their cities, and always seem up for a chat. Good call. What about this special quill you mentioned? Simply touching a normal feather on the paper should synchronize their magical ability to work together. You don't need any ink. Right. I'll return to you when I have the information your client needs. See you soon. Okay. So, we need a feather. How are we gonna get a feather? I'll try for something wispy. I don't know. What do you require, traveler? I deal in many things. Can I ask you about Arceus? This city holds knowledge many would deem unsafe to share. Why would I be so trusting to you? Well, I'm a journalist. Yes, a journalist from the mainland. I want to let the wider world know of how this incredible city works.
Someone willing to share knowledge of our great city to many others? Very well then. The rest of the world could certainly do with learning about our great library.
So, what exactly is it the people of Arceus bring to Great Kourend?
Arceus is filled with literary and magical scholars, led by the great Troban Arceus. As our leader, he assists in pushing the limits of our knowledge surrounding magical abilities, souls, and the crafting of runic energy. He cares not for petty control, focusing instead on the expansion of knowledge within Great Kourend.
How do people start gaining favor in Arceus?
Those seeking favor within our great city start with a particularly labor-intensive job. Our library, as grand as it is, still requires maintenance, constantly.
Why should I gain favor with Arceus?
Our great library, filled with millennia of knowledge, runic, magical, and religious, are but small findings compared to the power of the Dark Altar. Through its power, we have great knowledge on life and death. This knowledge could be yours as well.
Oh, what? Your quill and scroll glow, causing a seething pain to run through your hand and arm.
What is the matter, journalist?
I don't know. I must have caught my finger with the quill. Apologies, please continue.
Very well. As mentioned, rewards for loyalty within our city are priceless. The sharing of our magical research is but child's play to the knowledge we share to the most loyal. The knowledge of blood and soul rune crafting.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right here, blood rune crafting. That's what we want to do for our higher level rune crafting here in this game mode too. You jot down all of the information Regath had to say about Arceus. Thanks for your help, Regath.
You're welcome. Spread the word of this great city with the new knowledge that you have gained, and perhaps be more careful with how you hold your scroll in the future.
So here's another general store. Let's talk to Leeds. Oh, I can't do female voices. It's really hard for me to find an acceptable pitch, but I'll give it a shot. A great adventure. Okay, that's a great adventure from afar. How may I help you in? Okay, let's try this again. A great adventure from afar. How may I help with my repertoire? Can I ask you about Port Piscarilius? If it's Piscarilius information you seek, it's in my brain that you must peek. She's got the whole rhyming thing. What is it that Port Piscarilius provides for Kourend? You're certainly a chirpy woman. What is it that Port Piscarilius provides for Great Kourend? Within Port Piscarilius you'll find great fishermen, traders, pirates, and I, all led by our ruthless leader, Shauna Piscarilius. None yet to supersede her. I apologize for my female voice. It's really bad. No surprise if you meet her. Her tactics are ruthless. Her demeanor renders all pirates toothless. Our great shore and trading have treasures to be found, providing export and fish in quantities abound. How do I start gaining favor for Port Piscarius?
Repairing net cranes and gathering bait. Newcomers to the port, well, this is their fate. It's labor-intensive and dirty work, though stick to it, friend, till your arms are inert.
And why should I gain favor with Port Piscarius?
Our shore is brimming with gold from the sea. The most loyal of our people are handed the key. We'll let you stand on our shores and collect the great anglerfish. Other only covet?
Alright. You jot down all of the information Lanes had to say about Port Piscarius with slightly less poetry. Hang on a second. That last one didn't rhyme too well.
Listen here, pal. You don't mess with people in Port Piscarius. Do you want happy rhyming leans or angry, gruff, and pain-inflicting leans?
Happy rhyming leans, please. Thanks for your help.
Anytime, my adventuring friend. Enjoy your time in Great Kourend.
So we made it over to Horace, the general store owner for the Hasidius house. And I just noticed that he's like orange. What is this spray on tan? And thanks to Wannabe Swampletics for opening the door.
Welcome to my shop. Would you like to buy or sell something?
Can I ask you about Hasidius?
Well, 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 my friend. I've lived in this great and glorious city all my life. I'd be happy to share with you anything you'd like to know.
What is it that Hasidius provides for Great Kourend?
Hasidius is filled with keen and skilled farmers alike, led by the incredibly efficient Candor Hasidius. His intelligent resourcefulness ensures optimal agricultural production. Our field stretches as far as the eye can see. With incredible teamwork and group efforts, the ability to provide Great Kourend with Kourend's people with food and herbal supplies is quite literally the fruits of our labor.
How do people start gaining favor in Hasidius?
Not into your back-breaking field maintenance or fertilizer creation? Those wishing to gain favor with our city may need to maintain such tediousness for a small while, though stick to it. The rewards for their painful work are nothing short of great.
And why should I gain favor with Hasidius?
Access to our personal kitchen, spirit tree patch, and allotment space is lovely. That being said, our vinery and the tithe farm are world class and exclusively to only the most loyal.
You jot down the information Horace had to say about Hasidius. Thanks for your help, Horace.
Anytime, friend. Feel free to pop along if you ever need any wares.
Alright. I'm guessing Jennifer is the general store owner. Okay, here we go again with the female voices.
What are you looking for, my love?
Can I ask you about Shazian?
Well, I could give you some information if that's what you're wanting. Gets lonely in here. Well, my mates are out there fighting the good war.
What is it that Shazian provides for Great Kourend?
What don't we do? This house is filled with officers and the like, led by our rigorous leader, Shiro Seijin. He ensures ultimate justice and safety for the entirety of Great Kourend. Our soldiers fight off the constant threat of the Lizard Man, while our highly trained medics heal him from battles. Strict in combat training and discipline, law, order, and defense. These are the words we live by.
How do people start gaining favor in Shazian?
Don't get us wrong, my love. It ain't all pretty. Those who are looking to gain favor with this city need to help in healing our fallen soldiers and tackling organized crime. It's hard work.
Why should I gain favor with Shazian?
The rewards for the most loyal of this house are great. The honor to train alongside our elite guards and wear our prestigious armor, while also fighting on the front line against Lizardman forces. The spoils of wars are grand. You jot down all the info that Jen had to say about season. Thanks for your help, Jennifer. That's alright, Petal. You go and have fun. So last but not least, we need to mosey on over to the Lovacange house, where all of our stoutly brothers and sisters live.
Can I help you, human?
Can I ask you about Lovacange?
Well, I'd be happy to have a chat. I do enjoy talking about this great city of ours.
Everyone's starting to sound like so similar with my voices. I'll try to fix that. What is it that Lovacange provides for Great Kourend?
Lovacange is filled with incredibly skilled blacksmiths. Under the leadership of Volcana Lovacange, our intelligent material-saving skills make us the finest blacksmiths in the land. Armors, weaponry, tools, and structures. Our city supplies Kourend with all of these to the finest standards known to dwarf and human alike.
How do people start gaining favor in Lovacange?
Those seeking favor within Lovacange start with a dirty job. Creating dynamite and mining in the sulfur mine isn't a pretty job, but someone has to do it.
Why should I gain favor with Lovacange?
Those who endure our daunting introductory tasks are rewarded greatly, being taught to create the armor worn by the very soldiers of the Shazian army, along with access to our blast mine. The rewards able to be reaped by the most loyal of our city are nothing to be scoffed at.
As you jot down the final information on Lovacange, you hear a mysterious whisper in your ear. Return to Vios. Thanks for your help, Muncie.
Anytime. Come back soon.
So I guess we're headed back to Vios. I think it would be faster for us to use the Kourend home teleport and just go east from there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm liking the new teleport animation. I'll probably spare a few reward points to get it on my main. So we made it back to the docks. Let's go ahead and talk to Vios. What was his voice again?
Hello again, Killed. What can I do for you?
Let's talk about your client. I've gathered the information from all of the cities. I could hear a voice, Vios, in my head, as if it whispered in my ear to return to you.
Yes, I heard it too. They mentioned that your task was complete. Let me take those items off your hands.
Vios removes the items he gave you from your backpack. That reminds me, Vios. I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't told that my mind would be entered. And what about the possibility of severely damaging my hand?
If it makes you feel any better, my client sends their apologies. It wasn't intentional. Needless to say, something you said provoked emotion. Namely, the Dark Altar.
Dun dun dun. If I knew mentioning the Dark Altar would upset them so much, I'd have not written that bit of information down on the scroll.
Well, that's just the thing, Killed. My client is pleased you found such information. Tell me, would you be willing to do one last thing for them?
Well, I don't necessarily believe I have much of a choice. What should I do now?
I'm certainly glad you're able to assist once again. My client will be most pleased. My client requires another simple task. They assure me that it will be the last. Take this orb. You must activate it beside the dark altar, north of Arceus.
Can I ask why I would do that?
It's best you don't.
Well, I can't argue with that. I'll return when I'm done. I don't know why this guy's just started following me, but we made it here to the Dark Altar. Go ahead and activate this mysterious orb. The orb shatters after being held in the air. You hear a whisper in your ear. Return to Vios. My thanks. I really wish I would be warned about these things earlier. So now we just have to run all the way back. It's a good thing we have endless endurance. So once again, we've made it to our pal Vios. Or Vios, I don't quite know how to say his name.
Hello again, Kourend. What can I do for you?
Let's talk about your client. Vios, enough is enough. I've suffered through enough. Exploding orbs and burning quills.
Kourend, what are you talking about?
You know darn well what I'm talking about.
Kourend, I haven't spoken to you since bringing you to Kourend. I have no idea what you're on about.
That was such a weird scream. Ooh, are you okay? Vios, this isn't funny anymore. Are you alright? I did all that your client asked for me.
You most certainly have.
Vios?
Heed my word. Your deeds will not go unthanked.
Who are you? Who are you? What have you done to Vios?
You care for him. How kind of you. Worry not. I'll ensure he's fine. He is of good use to me. As for who I am, well, that is of no concern to you.
I have a right to know.
All in good time. All in good time.
Why did you ask me to do all of this?
When the time comes, you'll know. Now, time to release this one's mind back to consciousness. Don't worry. I'll make sure he rewards you. After all, you've been very useful to me.
So I think that'll do for this episode. I know it was a long one, but if you made it this far, thanks for sticking through it. If you enjoyed, then make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, then consider subscribing. And I will catch you in the next episode.